Hello and welcome. My name is Dr. Stephen Mulholland, plastic surgeon in Toronto, Canada. We're doing a live video demonstration and webinar on the new inmode laser hair removal application. An 810 diode, extremely fast, extremely effectively cooled, both pre, intra, and post cooling for an almost painless experience. It is scanned, an 8x8 spot, scanning a very large spot size quickly for ultra high speed therapeutic intervention. The cool thing about this product, you can have short pulse durations, it still maintains high fluence. Classic light shear, but it actually works more effectively than you might get out of a duet. Very effective product on a platform that allows you to build an entire aesthetic med spa. Laser diode hair removal, standalone. Photo rejuvenation, SR, 515, 580 cutoff, standalone or together with your hair removal. And then you can add the RF, the innovative inmode RF applicators that have revolutionized non-invasive RF rejuvenation, Fractora, Firm, and body contouring tight effects for permanent fat reduction, skin tightening, and cellulite improvement. All of these available in a modular, add-on as you need approach. Let's take a look at the system. This is the inmode. Small enough to move between rooms if you need it, small enough to transport between centers if you require it. The on-off button is right here on the panel. We're going to hit the on. It'll turn on the machine. I want to show you how easy it is to attach and detach these applicators. Take a look. This is the diode. You'll see later we can see the scanning mechanism on the top of the applicator. And this is the active spot size that gets scanned, an 8x8 that scans quickly across that in 1 second. With these very, very efficiently cooled plates you get on the direction you're moving, you get pre, intra, and post cooling. So even at effective fluences like 25 joules per centimeter squared, 30 joules per centimeter squared, very short pulse duration, no pain. Now how do we attach this to the device itself? Very, very simple. Years and years of complex devices where it's hard to attach the applicator. Very simple. Turn and remove. Simply put the two positive components horizontally, insert, and turn. You're ready to go. We hit the on button, and on comes our device. Let's focus on the screen now. We'll go through the parameters of the LHR from inmode. So it goes through some software calibration. So it's loading the software. And you've got some buttons along the bottom that allow you to navigate the menu, go up and down different settings, and then to turn on and off when you're ready to start. Takes a second to load, and on will come a fan. There's a code that allows you to protect use of your system. Enter your top secret code, and this time 1234, and you enter the software. It's the 810 laser hair removal diode. You hit yes, that's what we want. It detects it and then opens up the opportunities in the menu. Now, standard light shear type settings. Again, in the webinar and the PowerPoint, we'll go through the quick reference guide on what you're going to use in different skin types. But our skin type patient today is a skin type 2, very light with dark hair, and it's going to be your first treatment. So we're going to use the up button to get about 25 joules per centimeter squared. You can hear the fan in the background is cooling all the mechanisms internally and cooling the handpiece. We now have the pulse type, short and long. We want to use a short pulse duration for the most part in skin types 1, 2, and 3, 30 milliseconds or less. We want to move down to our cooling. We always want strong cooling. In fact, in the commercially launched version of the inmode, it always defaults to strong cooling. You've got some other opportunities here where you can move between different applicators in your system. You can adjust the volume of the beep, beep, beep when you're treating. And again, you can move between different applicators. So we have 25 joules per centimeter squared, very short pulse duration. We've pressed the ready button, and you can see across the top it's ready. But you need a foot pedal to arm it. And so you press the foot pedal, and you see it says armed. So you have to have the foot pedal armed in order to activate it. Then you can either use your finger on the trigger or the foot pedal to use your continuous pulse mode. Okay? You need to press the foot pedal to arm it. Let's come out slowly. I'm going to remove our diode. What you'll see is the scanning in a blue bar across the top. You'll see some pre intra and post cooling with this very efficient cooling apparatus on the front of the applicator. Again, like the SR applicator, very ergonomic, very easy to hang on to, very easy to use on the skin and to move. Very lightweight too, unlike again the gold standard, which has been the light shear. This really exceeds what light shear can deliver on so many levels of efficacy, of ergonomics, and of ease of use, and of pain and discomfort. Okay, so let's look at our patient today. We have a skin type 2. Skin type 2, zoom in a bit. You can see, zoom in right here, some dark hair. You'd want to shave that down to a bit of a stubble. I'll do a couple of test spots here, and we'll have a thermal camera running in the top right-hand corner, synchronous with all the things I'm doing with treatment, that will show with thermography that we actually lower the temperature as we're treating. Okay, so I'm going to add a little bit of gel here. We'll do a little test spot, and we'll talk about during the PowerPoint what our endpoints are. Typical laser hair removal endpoints: perifollicular erythema and edema, the smell of photocoagulated hair, which means a short enough pulse duration and high fluence, and then little hairs, if you had a tweezer, that easily get removed from the pore as you've thermally detached your hair from the bulb and the soft tissue and fibrous attachments in that soft tissue. So we'll do a little test spot, and normally I'll make my technicians wait about 10 to 15 minutes. In some markets, the laws are you have to bring the patient back after a test spot, but wait at least 10 minutes for an endpoint adequacy response. If you don't see the response, go from 25 to 28 joules per centimeter squared, do another test spot. Don't see the response you want, perifollicular erythema, edema, and coagulated singed smell of hair and easy distraction and removal of a hair shaft, go to 30 joules per centimeter squared. Once you get your endpoint, treat the entire area at that. So again, we're going to put this down on the skin. You'll see a thermal video in the top right-hand corner of the screen. I'm going to put my foot on the foot pedal to arm it, and either keep my foot on the foot pedal or use my finger on the trigger to deploy it. Pulse every second. I overlap about 50%. You can see that blue screen showing you the scan. We're at 25 joules per centimeter squared. I'm overlapping. I'm already getting the smell of photocoagulated hair. Now you can see with the thermal video the temperature of her normal skin, and you can see the extreme cooling provided by the system. Did that hurt at all? I'm asking the pain. No pain whatsoever at 25 joules per centimeter squared. I would wait for a little perifollicular edema and erythema. The little shaft should pull out easily, and you should have the smell of photocoagulation. Now let's show the speed of this opportunity, okay? Of course I'd wait 10 to 15 minutes for those endpoints. Let's assume that they were there. Zoom out, let's show the whole leg. We're going to do the whole half of this leg, and you'll see the extreme speed of this product. So comfort, efficacy, and speed. Never before have all things come together. Most fast diodes you see in the market now that are scanned cannot maintain 30 or 40 millijoules per second in a short pulse duration like 30 milliseconds. They don't have the juice in the system to make that happen. This product does, okay? I'm going to have you, as we go, we're going to rotate your thigh in a bit there, okay? So we'll start here on the front. I'm going to depress my foot pedal to activate an arm, use my finger or the foot pedal to fire. Again, fast treatment, the entire area overlapping about 20% each time. Very simple to treat, very simple for technicians to treat every single area, every millimeter of skin. And we'll come down to the last zone on the third of this leg. It took roughly a couple of minutes to treat the entire 30% of this leg. The lower leg could be treated in approximately 10 minutes. Arm by pressing, and again, you can see with the video thermographic image how cool that skin is. We're doing pre-cooling with the plate, intercooling during the scanning, and post-cooling with the plate. A very comfortable, high fluence, short pulse duration, 810 diode. even over bony surface areas. So that took us approximately 2 minutes to treat 30% of the leg. 10 minutes for lower legs, extremely fast. The LHR diode from the inmode will be a very important part of your aesthetic practice. If you already have a hair removal system and you're dissatisfied with its versatility or its pain, you may look at this diode. You also get the opportunity to build rejuvenation IPL handpiece on the platform and any one of the very, very effective and popular radio frequency non-invasive applications that come from inmode. Fractora, Firm, Firm Plus, and TightFX. There are about 7 or more revenue streams from the single platform, and each one of the applicators has a very unique place, very unique intellectual property, and may be an exciting addition to your aesthetic practice. Thank you very much.